listening to Jan Talk.
Go.
We in the jungle, baby.
Number one.
All right. Hello, welcome to the Gentile Podcast. Your boy Mike J. Ruby Drew is not with us right now. I got Trav. I got Shell. Today, we're talking about raising kids. Disclaimer, we do not have kids, except for Groovy. He's not here with us. So we're just discussing how we will raise our kids in our household.
I got a lot
And
of
some of y'all,
kids.
is that? So yeah, basically, if you get offended with what we're saying, this is just our point of view. If you don't like it, just remember, some people don't know how to raise their own damn kids. So, all right, look. So basically, I think when kids are born, the main thing you want to do is teach them from right and wrong and show respect to people and just basically show out, give them good common sense. But nowadays, you know what I'm saying, people want you to raise kids like everybody else. Some people are upbringing is different than everybody else. But at the same time, in the household, as long as you're not hurting that child or hindering his growth or anything, then it shouldn't matter how a person raised their child. So if you want to want your son to play with a G.I. Joe and you don't want him to play with a Barbie doll, by all means do that. But if he really wants it and all that, then if you want to do that, do it. It's not saying that, hey, it's wrong. I just want to do it. So, but I know is that if I ever had kids, they're going to play a sport. They're going to get some kind of physical activity. They are going to learn how to defend themselves too. So, but you know, so there's some decisions that you got to guide the child to, instead of, you know, I'm just saying, let them think for himself. Because you never know what's going to happen when they get older. And they'll be like, why'd you even guide me? You were supposed to be a father figure in my life or something like that. Sometimes that stuff backfires. So.
All right. So basically, if I had a child like a son that wanted to, at a young age, play with a Barbie doll, like, I don't think that I would encourage that. I don't think I would actually buy him a Barbie doll. I might buy him a Ken doll, you know, let him play with that. But as far as a Barbie doll, I don't think I would allow that at such an early age. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when that child hit maybe like the teenage phase, then you can kind of tell how they're gonna be. And at that point, you really can't make them into somebody that they're probably not gonna be. Yeah. So I think that at a certain age, teenage phase, maybe, you know what I'm saying, if he decide that, you know, he want to start doing more girly things, then I can't not be like, no, you cannot. I mean, because then that's kind of like harming him in a way and making him feel some type of way. And then you have a relationship problem with your child. And at the end of the day, when that child grows up, I'm not gonna disown that child. I mean, I'm still love that child like like you would love just any other child that you have. I mean, they're gonna love you just as much. But it's so funny because my coworkers, we was having a conversation at work, and one of my coworkers, she has like a real small child, and she was like, and that's how you know, like, I honestly feel like it's something. I honestly don't feel like you can make a child gay or whatever you want to call it. Like, I really feel like it's something, some kind of gene, or it's something that makes this person the way they is. Because when you start seeing 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds that want to play with Barbie dolls, I mean, they want to play with Barbie dolls, they want to play with your hair, or they want to do girly stuff. I mean, we was talking at work, and a coworker was basically saying, and her child, which is a very young age, she's starting to see traits as he wants to play with Barbie dolls, and he likes girly things, and he always tell his mommy how she's so pretty, and he wants to play with her hair and stuff like that. And she feels some type of way because she said she's not going to allow him to play with, Barbie dolls and she feel like certain family members or whatever kind of allow that, and she don't want to allow that in her household. And she said she makes sure she buys him, like, little boy stuff like cars and tractors and stuff that's blue and stuff like that. And I had another co-worker that kind of just was in the conversation. She was like, well, she know her son is going to be gay because he's at a certain age where he likes to play with this and play with that, and she just accepts it, and she just buys him whatever she wants to buy him.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people just have their own ways of raising their kids, and I feel like you can't really judge a person on how they're raising them, because at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like people are born with that. I don't feel like you can probably make it worse maybe, but if you see like a 2, 3-year-old, 4-year-old is already doing girly things, or a girl doing boyish things, 9 times out of 10, that's just how they was born. Like you can't make somebody a way that they're. That's just how they are. And unless they are just around nothing but, I don't know if y'all heard this part of the conversation, but unless they're just around a whole bunch of women, or the girl was around a whole bunch of brothers, then maybe that can affect them. But other than that, I think that's just how it is. And I think that we have to just, at this point in time in the world, I think we just gotta accept that. And I feel like, honestly, like it's been going on for years. We just didn't know about it because it wasn't good to actually talk about it. But I think that nowadays, the world's changing and the world's more open to it. And I just think that that's just how life is. And I feel like if I had kids, like I said earlier, like I probably wouldn't egg and on at a young age. But if I start seeing them as a teenager and that's what they're gonna do, that's what they're gonna do. You really can't stop it. I'm sorry. No matter how much you want to, they ain't gonna do nothing but resent you in the long run for it. So and then that child still gonna love you, and you should still love that child no matter what.
Yeah, don't disown your kids. That's wrong. So. Yeah,
and I feel like people, with the whole Dwayne Wade situation, how old is that child? Like 11, 12 years old? Like, I feel like he probably got to the point where he was just like, it is what it is. This is how this person's gonna be, and I either accept it or don't. But I'm sure he chose to have a relationship with his child, so he allowed her to do as she pleased.
Yeah. So exactly. So he gonna do that. And that's the thing too. Whatever your child chooses, you gotta have communication. You can't disown them. You can't make them feel less, because that'll drive some people. That drives kids into suicidal ideation and all that. And you know what I'm saying? And you gotta have that
come to the CCSU, because that's who can lead the most suicide people. Transgender people who gets the surgery or become transgender. But then but they realize like that ain't what they really wanted to do. So they make up for like 40% of all suicides, of attempted suicide.
Yeah, because people be making them feel bad by their choices. Now you can be like, okay, I want to raise my son. I want him to be straight, but whatever he decides, I'm still gonna love him. I got some gay cousins. I still love them to death. And I think society is trying to, we in an age where nobody really gives a fuck. Everybody makes jokes about everything, and they're relentless with jokes. And so when you're on social media, and you're not picking a side or you're not fitting that narrative, you're gonna be treated like an outcast, and people are gonna judge you to the point where you don't even want to be on this planet no more. And that's why you see a lot of people get up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like, okay, I can't go to nobody. You gotta be there for your child, because this is a dark world. You gotta be there for your child, because there's people in the church don't even want to deal with you if you come out gay. And that's sad.
A lot of them be gay. Anyway.
Exactly. And a lot of them be gay.
Right.
So we're not saying. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I didn't know you was gonna say something. Go ahead.
I was saying, so because you don't know, because it's just an evil world out here, and you got your child. This is your child. This is your flesh and blood, and you get upset because they made that choice. Now I don't care if you straight or gay, bisexual, or whatever. You live your life. You're supposed to live your life to how you want to live it. As long as you ain't out here killing people, hurting children, or, you know what I'm saying, disturbing the peace. Live your life. You have that right. Your human right. Would I like to raise my son straight? Yeah, I would. But whatever he chooses as a teenager, that's gonna be him. I'm still gonna love him. We just gotta have that conversation. And it's all about conversation. When you just, you know what I'm saying, exile them and all that stuff, that's when you get a problem. That's why people resent, and that's why they go harder. And you gotta see, and they'll meet you halfway. So you know what? When I'm in your household, boom, 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 we'll go like this. But when you're out your house, you do what you want. It's all about communication. You gotta talk to your kids, because they got a life too. Because at one, they didn't want to be, how could I say, we brought them here, basically. So
yeah, they didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to be here, and they really didn't ask to be the way that they are. So and then at the end of the day, like, we all live in life. We all want to be happy. So why take that from somebody that, you know, that want to be happy, but you're not allowing it because you're not allowing them to be who they want to be. And I feel like, you know, that same child that you judging or don't want them to be a certain way, that might be the exact child they're gonna take care of you in the long run. While the other children, they doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? So you just never know how life turns out.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure Dwayne Wade had to talk with his son and all that. So hey, you gotta talk, and you gotta stop letting people be in your business and everything. Because at the end of the day, that's your child, that's your family. And when people in your business, people try to dictate, and then sometimes that ain't the way to go. And people gotta realize this shit too. Some motherfuckers gonna be set in their ways, and they ain't never gonna change. So arguing, trying to say which is right or wrong, or motherfucker, do it your way. Because some people are just ignorant as fuck, foolish, and always gonna be fucking ignorant. So live your life to the fullest and raise your kid how you want to raise them. As long as you're not hindering their growth, their education, and their well-being and all that, by all means do it. You got some crazy motherfuckers out here.
Crazy. Way worse in the world than, you know, somebody liking the same sex. More serious stuff going on in the world than that. I'm telling you,
it really is. And
I think you just said now, but like the alternative lifestyle is now it's you know what I'm saying? It's like they saying it's been like what the issue Booster had. He said it's like it's been targeted towards the African American man, because we're the ones seen as the more flamboyant, the ones who are pretty much put on Front Street when it comes to that lifestyle. So they like how we say this, like it, how I'm say this, but run like they feel like is it being pushed onto the youth rather than they born like that.
It's both. Because you got some people who influence.
I think your phone was going in and out. Sound like.
I said, like, is like when the their lifestyle choice? Is it being like they are born like that, or it been pushed onto them?
Yeah, and some of it gets pushed onto it. I think, and I get what you're saying, Trev. There's some stuff you can't expose a kid to just yet. Some stuff you just can't expose to. Like, how can I say it? You don't want to be showing no little kid no little Nas X video or some shit like that.
But he made a kid song, but after he made a kid song, he just happened.
I mean, he can make kids song. I mean, I'm just saying, but you can't be. I mean, you can't be like pushing out there like that. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to, I mean, at the end of the day, matter of fact, I'm gonna change it up because either way, your kid gonna get a hold of it.
Yeah, they gonna.
A kid has tablets, so either way you want to go, your kid's gonna get exposed to it regardless. Because TikTok got it, YouTube got it, Facebook.
That's what I'm saying. Like on TikTok, what are the most popular videos of who?
For kids?
No, just in general, like gay black men, flamboyant black men.
Oh.
Think about it. Think about you going on your timeline. I mean, on your timeline. TikTok, YouTube.
I get you.
So one can make that argument. Is it necessarily being people they're being born with it, or it's being kind of pushed on them?
Yeah,
everybody.
I feel like everybody. I mean, I feel like if you gonna like men, you gonna like men. If you gonna like women, you gonna like women. I mean, now honestly, I do, and this could sound what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for?
Not politically correct.
No, well, anyways, I do feel like for women now, I feel like if a man gonna like a man, he gonna like a man. But women on the other hand, a lot of women that's been straight, then looked at maybe social media or then seen friends or people she went to school with, and that made her want to try another woman. But I feel like if a man like a man, he's just like a man, honestly. Like, that's just my opinion. But I feel like for a woman, that kind of get like enticing to her, because I've seen, like on social media, like a stud, like a butch type woman. And, a lot of women be like, I ain't gay, but, for her, I'll probably try, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably try it or something like that. So I kind of feel like it do kind of get, I mean, that's, at the end of the day, still up to that woman or that person. But I feel like for women, but for men, I don't know. Like, I just feel like if a man, if he like men, that's because he like men. And he probably was in the closet the whole entire time. You didn't know it type thing.
And we're saying this: if you're gay, you're gay. It's okay to be gay. Disclaimer.
Yeah, this is what you choose.
We're just saying how some people will be influenced. I think people get outraged because a lot of people saying that, the media is pushing it towards, the black man. It makes it, some people make that argument saying that it's making more, when you look at the hip hop industry, like it's getting pushed towards that, because back in the day, some of the stuff we did in the hip hop industry, is not doing it now. Well, you can make that. Well, I'll take that back because
I'll take that back.
I take that back because Parliament, fucking Rick James, Prince, and all them were doing all that flamboyant stuff. When you think about it,
it's
always been. When you think about it, back in the day, it was because social media puts it out there more. We're more exposed because back in the day, you know what I'm saying, you want to see, we was kind of shocked at 3 a.m. BET Uncut. You used to see ass on the TV screen and you're like, damn. Here today, everybody, I think everybody's kind of desensitized from that because back then
Yeah.
everybody
They
was
see a lot worse now.
You see a lot worse now. You get on Twitter, boy. That's worse. GT uncut, goddamn. But yo, so what I'm saying is everybody gonna try to push something into the kids because nowadays it's up for you as a parent. If you see it getting pushed, you can always turn it off. Or you can, it's your job as a parent. If you don't want your kids to be exposed to it, turn it off. If you didn't want your kids to watch Uncle Luke and NWA and all that, then turn it off. They always say that. It's all about what they pushing. It's you as a parent to supervise what your kids watching.
Yeah, you gotta control. Even going back to like allow your kids, like you want to allow your son to play with Barbie dolls, or your daughter let your daughter play with, say, G.I. Joe. It's all. You can control that to a certain area, to a certain extent, for real. Like, because, like, you know what I'm saying? So unless they have little kids, like, sure, the boys gonna pick up a doll. They even have girl cousins, but like they probably ain't gonna like. You ain't gonna think of this how this child gonna be. But a lot of times, kids just want to play. I don't think kids should know about sexuality or sex until they old enough to understand what it is, like 12 and 13, or until they old enough to realize like what they becoming. I remember I used to work on the CSUs. They were like, shoot, kids coming in there like 5, 6, 7, 8, saying they're a certain sexuality, a certain way, and they don't know nothing about it. First of all, how do you know what you like for real? When you 5 to about 8, how did you know what you like? How did you know to like a boy? How do you know to like a girl? So they seeing that they had to see that somewhere. I see that from somebody. The kids are visual learners.
Yeah. Like you said, it's all about how you want to raise your kid. As long as you ain't hurting that kid, and he ain't hurting nobody else, it should be all right. And if their sexuality is different, then hey, it's all good. Just be peaceful. Don't be out here hurting folks. And I think people get upset and they try to, you know what I'm saying? They try to make people like, you're going to hell, you're an abomination and all this stuff. How you know you was something?
Yeah, everybody going to hell. Let that shit. Everybody commit the sin. No sin is bigger than the other. So shit. Okay, we all going. Everybody don't have premarital sex. Everybody did all kind of shit. Everybody don't did some shit that wasn't right.
Yeah.
So shit, you can't just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even go by none of that, honestly, because at the end of the day, we all going to hell. We going by that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We all going for shit. It's true though, like that. There ain't no man.
We all
going shit.
We going to hell together.
Hell gonna be packed.
Hell gonna be packed like a motherfucker.
Gonna be down there party.
Shit. Cause think about it, I read I seen too, say for instance, if a woman get a divorce and you marry that woman, you commit adultery. Cause the Bible said one wife, one husband. Like, I ain't know that though.
Shit, the Bible said you have multiple wives.
They said that, but the Bible don't believe in divorce. Nothing in the Bible says nothing about divorce. Think about it.
That's true.
So they saying you marry again, you commit adultery. Well, they said death do us part. So that's the only way that's supposed to be the only way out of marriage. But that always don't happen because people go through things, might be an abuse, all kinds of sorts of situations that might lead to the end of a marriage.
Yeah. So nobody should judge nobody. Everybody should just be like, all right. If you out here being a pedophile and being a murderer and all that shit,
fuck them.
Harlem, exactly. You can go to hell. So, yeah. But if you out here judging people and all this shit, man, judge yourself first.
Yeah, you gotta look yourself in the mirror. Shit. Can't judge nobody before you judge yourself.
Hell yeah. Shit. Yeah, man. But here at Gen Talk, we, you know what I'm saying, we love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no discrimination towards anybody. So we have family members who chose to live a certain way, and we love them, no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what. But if you was you know what I'm saying? What am I about to say? I lost my train of thought. But yeah. That's our opinion on it, though. But yeah, just be that's all you gotta do is just be a good parent and make sure that kid is set up for success. And that's all it should be matter.
Mm-hmm.
Love your kid, don't abandon him. Make sure he knows right from wrong. He knows the law. He knows where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to him. You just gotta talk to him. You as coach, you as parent. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say on that, though. Y'all got anything else to say, add to that?
Yeah, like you said, like man, they say you love the kids. They show them love and support. They support their decision. Support their decision, not your decision. Don't try to influence your decision whether they want to be gay or straight. Don't try to impose your decision on them. They don't choose their own path. When they up age now. A 3-year-old should not be making their decision on life. Stuff like that.
Just say I'm sleepy.
Oh, you good?
Sure, it don't gotta be a long episode. Shit, man.
No, you good.
To add too much on this shit, she gonna throw it out.
Yeah. It's all good. Just want to see, you know what I'm saying? You can beat the dead horse, but yeah, just be a good parent. And prayers to the people in Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Just pray to everything. Pray that we don't have to go to a World War III. You know what I'm saying? So just want everybody to be safe out in the city. Wherever you at, just be safe. You know what I'm saying? Hug your loved ones and say a prayer. And be safe.
Just safe.
So, but nobody else has anything to say. Everybody good?
You breaking up, Mike.
Is everybody good?
Yeah, everybody good.
Good.
All right. So we appreciate y'all tuning in with us. You know, we're here. You know, we're here to entertain y'all, give y'all information, give y'all our opinion and everything. So thank y'all for showing us love for the past few years. And so it's been a Gen Talk podcast. And as always, we in the jungle, baby.
Bye. Good night. What day? Thursday?
Night.
Good night. Stop recording.
Yeah, today's Thursday.